RT Boxing with Mr. A. I am your host, Mr. A. Doing a morning show. Gotta excuse I do apologize. I just came back from my morning workout. Keeping the body fit. You know, thumbs up for keeping the body fit. If you live a healthy life, you live happier. So this is a pre-fight card review for the Matchroom USA debut. Eddie Hearn's Matchroom at Nacio Coliseum in Uniondale, New York. There's other tie-in promotions, but I believe Eddie Hearn's is the main backing Matchroom. I believe you have a Salita's promotion, Dimitri Salita's promotions. For Salita's promotions, you have a Joe DeGuardia for Star Boxing Promotions, but I think it's backed up mainly with Eddie Hearn's Matchroom. Now, there's the three main HBO bouts. I don't know if they're going to show the third one, Seldin versus Roberto Ortiz. But if they do, it's probably going to be that fight. Jerome versus Maurice Wach, and Daniel Jacobson versus Louise Arias. Now, none of those fights have titles on the line or anything. They're just all career positioning fights. Now, on the undercard, which probably won't be televised, I know Conor Ben is making his U.S. debut. It's against TBA right now, so couldn't cover that one. But Conor Ben's 9-0, looking to go 10-0. He's somewhat fan friendly style, so they whatever crowd shows up might like him. Now, as far as the cards themselves, I mean the three fights I just mentioned, we're gonna see just grade what they are pre-fight, you know. So Seldin versus Roberto Ortiz, two fighters, like 20-0, 19 knockouts for Seldin, 35-2, I believe it was, for Roberto Ortiz. Good records, but none of them are in the top 15 of any sanctioning bodies. So really need to show what they can do. Right now, they're both, I think, in their young 30s. It's just about to hit that age. So it's a good fight for someone who needs to be that next level in their careers. Because if you ain't gonna do it right now, you're just gonna be a person mixed in the boxing world, you know. So right now, on paper and records wise, I would say that fight is probably style wise. You got a pressure fighter in Seldin, hard hitting pressure fighter against Roberto, who's somewhat the same thing. But I'm gonna give that fight probably with the styles and everything, it should be a pretty entertaining fight, but maybe a little sloppy. So I'm going to go with a C+ for that fight. And then, as for Jerome and Maurice Wach, that fight, both those fighters, in one way or another, are in some type of top 10 of the four major sanctioning bodies. You know, I believe in the WBO and IBF, they each were in them. I think Jerome was 5 in both, and Wach was like 10 or something in the IBF, or I forgot one. But they're in the top 10 of each one. You know, not each one, but they are in the top 10 sanctioned body ranked fighters. So the winner of this one gets a heavy boost. It's like Maurice Wach, at this stage in his career, probably his biggest shot to get recognized, because Jerome is if you still want to say he's a prospect heavyweight, or no, probably that's contender. He's just now entering contender stage, so he's a hot contender. And if Maurice Wach pull off the upset on him right now at this stage, it'll push him right back in contention. And this, for Jerome, is more of a show what he can do. I think he's expected to win this. Maybe be a little challenging, but he's expected. So this fight, given the styles and the stage in the careers and what it means for them, the rankings and positioning, I think this fight is like a B-. And then going to the main event, Louise Arias and Daniel Jacobson. this is the young prospect, because I don't think Louise Arias has even made room to be a contender. You know, yeah, he's known, but I think he's more known for the whole confrontation with being kicked off the TNT team than his actual fighting. And against Daniel Jacobs, I think this is more of it's supposed to be a winnable fight for his Matchroom debut on HBO. Somewhat challenging, a little here and there, but a showcase fight. You know, it's a fast underhand pitch. You know what I mean? Now, will Louise Arias, he does come to fight. I like his style. You know, he has a lot of the Mayweather gym style in him still. The body jabs. He does a lot of little crafty things with holding you up on his forearm to line you up. Little veteran tricks. So for an inside fight, I think he will beat Daniel Jacobs if it goes that way. Now, it's going to have to be a boxing clinic for Daniel Jacobs. You know? And I think that fight, it's like I said, I don't think Louise Arias is even a contender. He's a very young prospect. But when the Charlo brothers fought their prospects, they were making noise. You know, J-Rock was a noisemaker. Lubin was a noisemaker. Louise Arias ain't a noisemaker. So even though it's a good press conference, it's giving good styles. What is this fight really meaning? It's a good style for a fight, but it doesn't really mean nothing. So this fight to me is a C+. But you know, it should be an entertaining fight, but it means something for Louise Arias, of course. If he wins, he's a super, not a superstar, but he's right in the mix of everything. But still, it's a out of the blue fight out of nowhere. So I'm gonna stick with a C+. Should I think that depending on where the fight takes place, the location of the fight, if it's in the center ring type phone booth type fight, inside game, I see upset with Louise Arias, but I think it's gonna Daniel Jacobs gonna use his legs and keep it mid-range to outside and pull it off. So overall, I give this fight card a C, a B, a C. Sounds like a C to me, but it should be a very entertaining C. Let's see what the fighters do in the ring, and if they go above my expectations. Not that it might mean anything, but you know. Thank you for your support. Thank you. What do you guys think of the card before the fights happen? You know, I gave you my predictions and the breakdown predictions. I gave you my review of the card and what I think of level of the fights. Leave a comment down below if you watch the video. I understand not everyone signs in and watches videos, but help the channel grow with a thumbs up. Leave the comments, subscribe. Keep sharing the videos, man. Help this channel grow, and I appreciate everything you guys are doing. I need to go get me a morning shake. Thank you, guys.